If you're looking for a quick and simple workout to do when you're traveling or on the road, something that's gonna wake up all the right muscles but not make you too sore so that you can continue living your life and doing what you need to do, then this is gonna be the workout for you. Hi, my name is Jessie McMaster. I'm a holistic fitness trainer and corrective exercise specialist, and I designed this workout using only one resistance band because this is really easy to travel with, super small to pack, and each exercise is designed to wake up all the muscles that kind of get sleepy after long days of travel. So take a moment to set up your space, grab your resistance band. Besides that, you will need space to lay down on the floor and something to sit on, a chair, side of a bed, something like that. So do what you need to do to prepare your space and let's get moving. Our first exercise is squats. You're gonna lay your resistance band on the floor and step on it. You want the balls of your feet and your toes to make contact with the band and pull the band nice and tight between your legs. Grab the ends of the band and pull it up towards your chest. We get some good resistance. Find a position that feels good. Make sure those shoulders roll back, and then we're gonna squat down. Make sure your knees are on the outsides of the band, your hips are going back, the weight is in your heels, and then you stand. Now make sure to sync up your movement with the breath. So we'll inhale, squat, exhale, stand. We're gonna do 10 of these, so we got 8 more. As you squat, make sure you're sending your hips back, flaring the sit bones, you're drawing your core in. Make sure you find your breath. And also feel your feet on the floor. So the weight is in the heels of the feet, but big toes are gripping the ground. And let's go 4 more. 4, 3, keeping that spine nice and long. 2. Now last one, we're gonna hold and we're gonna do little pulses. Send those hips back, big toes grip the ground. 8, 7, 6, 5. Make sure your knees are in line with your toes. 3, 2, 1. Come up to standing. Carefully release that. Shake it out a little bit if you need to do a little butt kickers or high knees. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Now before we do our next move, we're gonna set the resistance band down and do some arm swings out and in. Now for today's workout, because I wanna keep it short, we're just gonna run through it once, but if you have more time and you want more of a workout, repeat this sequence of exercises maybe 2 or 3 times. 3 times is gonna give you a great solid workout. 5, 4, just loosening up the shoulders. After long days of travel, shoulders and arms tend to get really tight. Okay, one arm up, one arm down. You can keep the elbows bent. Widen your stance, bend your knees a little bit, make sure to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, beautiful. Last one. 2 exercises, our little strength and stretch kind of combined. You're gonna take your resistance band and fold it in half. So it's a little thicker, a little more dense, and you're gonna pull it tight. Open up your stance wider than your shoulders. Band starts in front of you in your lap. Pull it tight, make sure those shoulders are down. You're gonna take it up overhead, pulling it back as far as it's comfortable for you. We just wanna make sure the shoulders stay down, and then you bring it back into your lap. Up and over, big stretch. We call this flossing the shoulder joint, and then you bring it back. And you might find that you can go all the way back. You don't have to though. Don't feel like you have to force it, and please keep tension on that band the whole time. We're gonna go 7 more. 7. And 6. Shoulders stay down. Make sure you breathe. Remember, you don't have to force it. That's not what this is about. This is just about finding that space, feeling the stretch. And what's really important with this exercise also is that you're keeping the front of your ribs knitted. So So notice how I'm not overarching my back, right? I'm keeping connection with my core and just finding what is my range of motion with my shoulders, and then bring it back into my lap. Let's do 5 more. 5 and 4. Pull it tight. Pull that band tight the whole time. 3. We don't want to aggravate anything. That's not what this workout is about. This is a maintenance workout. So we're waking things up, we're opening up the body, activating all the right muscles, but we're not going to cause strain on our joints, and we're not going to make ourselves overly sore, because that doesn't feel good when you have more travel ahead of you. Okay, we got 1 more. Remember, keep the collarbones smiling. Collarbones smiling, you find, your stretch, and you bring it back. Okay, same position for this next one. We call it around the world. So we're pulling it tight. We take the band up overhead, little bend in the knees. You're gonna go down to one side, forward fold in front of your legs, pulling on that band, over to the other side, pull the band tight as you come all the way up, and then we switch directions. Around the world, we go down, in front of the legs, up to the other side. And so the band starts overhead, to the side, we bring it down in front of the legs, and up and over. So band is horizontal, vertical, back to horizontal in front of the legs, vertical on the other side, and back up and over. Big breath, use your legs. Use your legs here. This is a whole body exercise with some big breaths. You can modify as you need to, but we want to keep the lats engaged. So we're pulling the shoulders down, pull that band tight. Use your legs, push into your legs as you come up. That's really important here. We don't want to hurt the low back, so the knees stay bent, and we're pushing. You can smooth it out a little bit. Let's go 1 more each side. For this workout, we're doing a 10 of each exercise. Last one, my friends. And then release. Our last exercise standing is going to be our bent over tricep kickback. So we're going to be activating the muscles on the back of the upper arms. We kind of set up like the squat. So we're going to put the band on the floor. You're going to step. Either you could do both feet on your band and kind of be in this position, or sometimes that hurts my lower back. So I put 1 foot in my band to anchor it. My other leg steps back. And what's really important here is that the spine is straight. So find your anchor. It could be 1 foot or 2 feet. You're gonna choke up on your band as much as you need to and pull those elbows back. This is our starting position. So figure out what works for your body. Make sure your spine is straight, your shoulders are back, elbows are back, and then we extend. We got 10. 9, pull your belly in. 8, make sure you're looking down at the floor so the back of your neck is long. 7, 6, 5, shoulders back. 4, 3, come on, lift those arms behind you. 2, now we're gonna hold the last one. Hold it, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, a little higher. 3, 2, 1, and release. Release the band, bring your feet about hip distance, take a forward fold here. Generous bend in the knees, shake your head yes and no. Take a big breath into your lower back. Big open mouth, exhale out. Keep the knees bent, and we'll roll it up to standing. Roll it up. When you get to the top, shoulders back, and the head lifts. Our next 3 exercises are for the upper body, and we're going to do these in a seated position. So find your way into a seated position. What's important is that you can sit up tall. Please have your feet flat on the floor. Take your band out in front of you. Give yourself a little bit of slack in the middle. Palms face each other, shoulders roll back, and then we pull the band apart. And that's our first exercise, pull-aparts. Hands touch in the front, and then you pull it apart. And we want to make sure it's coming from your shoulders. So you pull these shoulders back, and then the arms open wide. And let's explore different directions. So we're going to take a diagonal and bring it back to the front, and then the other diagonal. And so we'll do this as kind of a set of 3 across the middle. Pull it apart. Diagonal. So So one arm slightly up, slightly down, and then other diagonal. Make sure you breathe. Make sure your core is drawing in, so front of the ribs, we keep these knitted. Big breath, and you're thinking every time you open those arms, smiling collarbones. We want to use the back of the shoulders, between the shoulder blades, back of the upper arms. Okay, all these kind of upper back posture muscles that often we start to round forward when we're seated, traveling a lot. So this helps to strengthen those back muscles, lifting our chest, improving our posture. Let's do one more set. So we go across the middle, relax your neck, relax your jaw to diagonal, and then other diagonal. Pull it apart. Next exercise is for the front of the shoulders and the chest. We call this offering. You're gonna put your band behind your back, kind of right below the shoulder blades, back of the rib cage, and then grab onto the side. So our starting position is right here. Take a big inhale to prepare. Exhale, you reach forward like you're offering the band to somebody. Inhale, open the arms, keep a little bend in the elbows. Exhale, close, try to get your elbows to kiss, and then slide the elbows back. So it's forward, open, close, and then slide it back. Keep that good posture with the spine. Forward, open, neck is nice and long, jaw relaxed, closed, elbows kiss, and then slide it back. So we're working front of the shoulders, chest. That's what we're going for here. We've got 7 more. Moving with your breath. Traditionally in Pilates, the breath sequence is an exhale forward, inhale open, exhale close, inhale elbows slide back, exhale forward, inhale open, exhale close, inhale elbows slide back. But if you don't like that, you can find what works for you. What matters most is that you are breathing, you're staying present and connected with your body. Right? Feeling the muscles work, right? What are you feeling? Front of the shoulders, chest, that's what we're going for. And so you gotta play with it. Play with different angles of the elbows. Make little micro adjustments so you can get those pec muscles to really work, especially as you hug it in. 3 more. This is about you connecting to your body after long days of travel. This is what your nervous system and what your body needs. Just this time to wake up the muscles that support the joints. Take a couple deeper breaths. Last one, finish it up and release. Make sure you give those shoulders a little shake. Our next exercise is our single arm lat pull downs. Kind of cactus arm the elbows, and we need these to be a strong anchor. So shoulders down, wrists are straight. So wrists not like this, wrists straight, and that goes with all of our exercises. Please pull it tight. So you might have to choke up on your band a little bit. Also, if you find with the band long, this isn't enough, you could fold your band in half and add a little more resistance. So that's how you can make it harder for yourself if you want that. Shoulders down, we got a cactus elbow. We're gonna start with the left arm. So my right arm is my anchor. My left arm, I'm gonna squeeze elbow into the side of my rib. 10, 9. I like the band behind my head, but it doesn't really matter. You can bring it in front of your face too. But I just wanna make sure my shoulder's down, and I'm imagining there's like a lemon in that armpit, and I'm trying to squish the lemon every time I pull my elbow down. 5, shoulders down. 4, yes, that right arm has to stay up. 3, collarbones are smiling. 2, last one. We're going right into the other side. Hold that left arm. Armpit muscle. 9, find your breath, keep the front ribs down. 8, sitting up tall. 7, you'll get a break after this. 6, 5, 4, 3. Like you have a lemon in that armpit. Give it a good squeeze. 2. Now last one. Bring it back, release it into your lap. Ooh, give the shoulders a little shake. Our next exercise is done lying on the ground. So either lay a towel out on the ground, or if you have a mat, use a mat. And we're gonna go lying on our side, and we're gonna do clamshells. So we're gonna work a little more glutes, a little more legs. So you're gonna take your band and wrap it above your knee joint. Take the two ends and we're gonna anchor it under the bottom leg. Now you could use a pillow right here underneath the side of your head, or you could just use your bottom arm as your pillow. I prefer the head laying down because what's important is that we keep this lower rib lifted so our core stays engaged. Front ribs are knitted, and then we're gonna open the top knee and close the top knee. Think about your bottom leg pushing down as the top leg opens, and make these frog feet so the heels stay together and you're flexing your toes back. And the whole time, you're thinking about keeping your core engaged, lower rib cage lifted off the floor. Hips stay vertically stacked, and your top hand can hold onto the band if you're afraid it's gonna slip, or it can go to your top hip, and right where your thumb lands, we call this the glute medius muscle, and that's the muscle we want to engage with this exercise. So as we open the knee, I wanna feel that top kind of side part of my butt muscle bubble out. That's the whole point. So we need to get our brain talking to it. And this is a sleepy muscle for most of us. So sometimes you gotta poke it, you gotta wake it up, be like, come on, muscle, there we go, hello, glutes. And you can play with your angles. Sometimes I find I need to, okay, maybe my knees need to go down half an inch. And all of a sudden that changes my engagement with the glutes. So play with it. Remember to breathe. Keep that lower rib lifted. And we'll go 4, 3. Feet are nice and bright. 2. Yes, we're going to add pulses. So we're going to open the leg. We're going to hold it. We got pulses. 8, 7. Use your butt. 6, 5, 4. Draw your core in. 3, 2, 1. And release. Whew. Give your booty a little tap. Okay, same thing, other side. So rolling over or flipping around. Your band goes around your top leg, 2 ends around your bottom leg. Find your anchor, pillow or arm, lift lower rib, and here we go. 10. Find your breath. 9, 8, 7. Relax your face and channel that energy kind of from the rib cage down. Front ribs in, hips stacked, and get your brain, your mind to muscle, get your butt to work. Turn it on. Maybe play with the angle if you need to. Last 3. Last 2. Now we're gonna hold that last one, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, breathe. 4, 3, you got this. 2, come on, a little more, and then release. Woo. For our next exercise, our final exercise, we're pretty much there. We're going to wrap our band around our knees, right above the knee, and we're gonna tie a bow. So just like you're tying your shoelaces here. Wrap them up into a bow. And make sure that you got some tension. So when you open your knees about hip distance, maybe a little wider than hip distance, you've got tension and the band is nice and tight. Feet about hip distance, arms down at your sides, your fingertips should be able to tickle your heels, but not too much. We don't want to be crammed in. So find a position, feel your feet on the floor, and then you're gonna lift your hips and lower your hips. We call them hip thrusts. And we wanna stay in a neutral spine. So there's this natural space between your lower back and the floor when you end up on the floor. And your ribs and your hips, the front of your ribs, front of your hips, this space stays even. What we do not want here is we don't want the front of the ribs flaring and then the hips down low. So you gotta use your core, front ribs knitted, pelvis neutral. We lift and lower, and play with it a little bit. Find what works for you. I like to put one hand on the front of my ribs, one hand on my pelvis, and I just make sure that my ribs and my pelvis are moving together. I'm not leaving my rib cage behind. You should feel the back of your ribs touch the floor before your hips, before the back of your hips. All right, back of the ribs should touch the floor before the back of your hips. 5 more. 5. I know we're doing a little more than 10 here, but man, this exercise feels good. 4. 3. We want to fire up the glutes and hamstrings. We want to feel the core. 2. Now you're going to keep your hips up, make sure the front ribs are down, and now it's just the heels. So we lift the heels, lower the heels, activating the soleus, one of the deeper calf muscles. And the whole time you're pulling against your band. So we got the abductors working here. Lift and lower your heels. We got 8. Use the ball of your big toes. 7. Relax your neck. 6. Keep those hips up. 5, 4, beautiful, almost there. 3, come on, keep those hips up. You can do it. 2, now keep those heels up, little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, pull against the band. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, roll your spine down. Whew. That should feel really good. Give your knees a hug. Rock a little side to side. You can take your band off, and we're just going to finish our workout with a twist. Right arm out, knees go left. Take a big inhale into your lower back. Let out a big open mouth exhale. Knees come back to center. Give them a squeeze. And then other side, left arm out, knees go right. And take a big breath with a big open mouth exhale. Beautiful. Bring it back to center. Grab the back of your knees. Swing your legs. Rock and roll a few times. And if that doesn't feel good, maybe you're not rock and rolling all the way up. It's just gentle kind of back and forth. Eventually, bring yourself all the way to seated and place a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly. Give yourself a smile. Tell yourself thank you for taking this time out of your day for you. If you feel like you need more of a workout, repeat that again. Maybe repeat it 2 more times. 3 rounds is a solid workout. But either way, take a deep breath. And thank you so much for working out with me today.